So we already have it covered.
Hi.
Hi.
We're talking about students as learners, right?
Yeah.
All year we've been learning about not just fifth grade curriculum, but being responsible for our own learning and documenting our own learning. So what have we created this year that we've been keeping track of all that? You just go ahead. Okay.
Well, we've created folders and then we put documents in
Yeah,
them.
we
also
have Google Docs, e-portfolios, our reading blogs.
We like MoveNote and Kaizen and stuff too.
And what's MoveNote and Kaizena?
MoveNote is where you could open a document on your Google Drive
Mhm.
and then you could videotape yourself.
Yeah, with the document, and Kaizen is a website where your teacher can read you and make a comment personally to yours, highlighting certain facts. It's kind of like Google Docs, but it's more efficient.
Okay.
There's also Xerox.
Oh, and you talk about Nearpod too.
So Nearpod is like it's like we're taking our learning from like paper to the electronic, and like our teacher gets to put on what she wants us to learn about, what she wants to see, what we've learned, and there's drawings, and we can edit text and add pictures.
It's like when you turn it in, she'll give you a certain amount of time, and then she can say it's done, and then
She can
what do
see
you do?
it.
Yeah, and
It's
then,
like Google Slides, but you gotta draw stuff on it.
and then Mrs. Allmer can see whose turn it is in, and how many people she has left to turn it in, and she can show them too. If somebody did a very good example, she can show it on the smart board. I
Okay.
think one of the things we just got into was Google Classroom. Yeah,
What do you like about Google Classroom?
You could turn stuff in just right there. You don't have to.
Yeah, and you
You
don't
don't have
have
to share it with your.
and it
and
gives
it
us
has
the
due dates. It has deadlines.
Yeah, that's what I like.
And you can turn it in whenever you want, and you have your own copy of the document, and you don't have to go onto the teacher's document and copy it.
Also,
Yeah.
you can have your own certain comments just with the teacher between you and her, which I find really cool. You can't necessarily do that.
With a Google Doc.
Yeah.
That's true. So when Mr. Reiner and I and Mrs. Jabber-Brosner started Google Hangouts, what did you guys find interesting about that this year between the three classes?
That we could see the other classes and know what they were thinking, and they could know what we were thinking.
And we
And,
weren't
like-
all squished in one room too.
Yeah.
But we were still where we usually are in our seats, but then we were all connected together and conversating together.
Okay, so let's do some screen sharing here of some of the items. So you were and we've been talking about electronic portfolios. So right now, we see Ruby's electronic portfolio up on the screen. So Ruby, can you just share with us a little bit about what the electronic portfolio looks like?
Well, if you look at the first screen, which you're looking at now,
Mhm.
it has an about me, and then if you go over to the side in the blueprint,
Mm-hmm.
it says language arts, reading, math, science, and social studies, and you can go in there and it shows you examples,
Okay.
what the standards were.
So what have you guys been busy doing with these portfolios?
We've been linking documents that follow the standard.
Okay.
If one said,
So
simile.
go to yours. I just pulled yours up.
Um,
So if you're in reading literature, which one are you looking at right now?
If you say I can find the theme in a story, drama, or poem from the details in the text, I can summarize the text. You could say you have Tale of Two Stories, I guess, and then you
An
were
assignment?
and then you were reading one book that you chose was a poem book.
Okay.
You could, and then you wrote in Tale of Two Stories, maybe a metaphor, this book has a metaphor, or this book has a simile, or stanzas and stuff. That's how you can prove that how you know what a poem is.
Okay. So you are proving that you are the learners and you're also the leaders, right?
Yeah.
Yes, to show them what we know and what we've learned over the past year.
Okay. How do you think MoveNote and Kaizena and Google Classroom and the Google Hangouts, how has that all helped you become better learners? In what ways?
It helps you reflect on. It helps you yourself reflect on what you've learned.
Yeah,
And then
you could always go back and look at the stuff that you did. Like if you write it on paper, you might lose it, and you can't go back and find it. But like if it's on the computer, so at home even you can go look at your stuff.
Definitely Google Classroom because the due dates it's not like the second they turn the due date. It's late. They'll like warn you if it's late or if it's due tomorrow or what time it's due, and you can like easily get to different documents, and you can Miss Honore can grade it on the electronic on the Google Classroom.
Right.
So we can like have conversations just between us and the teacher, which I find very cool.
You like that a lot.
And the thing that I really love about MoveNote is how you can have while you're doing your MoveNote, you can also have your paper that you were working on, and then you have like this little red like pointer almost thing, like where
And you could like underline
draws.
So,
You could like underline.
Malia, do you have a document on your portfolio that you can think of that has a MoveNote on it? Can you
No, I
go to
don't.
one?
Oh, I think one of mine.
Do you,
does.
Ruby?
I do. I just didn't
Oh wait, they're all a
recently.
tale of two stories.
Okay.
So you might want to reload it.
Mine decided not to load on me, but
All right. So let me just go to one right now then.
Yeah, you can just go to that one on Ride for the Brand that everybody posted their MoveNote.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah,
Alrighty.
I bet somebody underlined.
somebody probably had to.
Yeah, that's
So
what I
I'll
really
click back to the sites. I know on the screen right now you're seeing a lot of blackness for the moment, but that's okay. So we'll go to, say that's under reading.
I think it's at the bottom.
There wasn't any memoirs.
Yeah, I think it was.
Writing.
Yeah, it was in memoirs. Yeah, because I remember we all told the story about the wasn't it like the
Yeah, it's
Student memoir link
Yeah.
where we read.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking
there
about?
it is.
There we
Okay,
go.
so who's should I pull up, ladies?
Well, like, I
Well,
did a
mine-
move novel, but mine was
Faith?
depressing.
All right, so we'll pull yours up.
That one wasn't mine.
That's Kylie's.
Oh, that's good. Okay, so let's, since she's not in this at the moment, let's pull up another one.
Oh, not available at the moment.
Okay, let's see. Riley, Logan,
I
Jamin.
don't have one in there, so yeah.
Okay, well, Ruby,
You could just
Kylie, can we have permission to pull yours up right now?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay,
Mine was depressing.
all right, so we pull up Kylie's and she's sharing, she would share hers, we'll just share a moment of it. The volume is not going, but as people can see, she's recording her thoughts and reading it out loud. So what is so valuable, I'll close out of that. Thanks, Kylie. What is so valuable with doing this?
like you could see what, like you could also easily like share it with other people, so you could show them it without, if you don't feel comfortable like talking out loud, or if you have to go do something but you need to share with somebody what you did, but you want to talk instead of just have them look at a paper, then you could show them the move note instead, and then you could go to something else.
And you could save your thoughts.
That's
Yeah,
true,
too,
definitely
like if you
save
have
your
thoughts.
thoughts.
It also
middle of
works
the
for
story.
camera shy people because you can have an option like
Yeah.
not to like opt out so they can
Mm.
see
Yeah,
your
you don't-
top. And the camera
Right, cover the camera.
yeah, and like because the camera they can see you like in your facial expressions and how you kind of feel about the story. while also looking at the document at the exact same time.
Because if you were to just write it down on a piece of paper, it's kind of hard to explain your feelings. But for me, it is kind of. And I like talking because you actually have expressions and stuff. It's just easier for people to understand.
Yeah, and
you
you have more wording. Because when it's typing, you're like, wait, what was I gonna type? Wait, no, and then you type something. That doesn't sound right.
But it's real life, just as in with this Google Hangout right now. This is recorded and you can see and hear what the people are saying, and you get more out of it, don't you?
Yes.
You get a lot more out of it.
Yeah, because you understand.
Yeah.
Because they're
It's easy to hear their
explaining it.
tone of voice too,
Right.
which helps.
Also, I know from personal experience when they're just looking at your face and you're trying to like read something to them,
It's
it's harder to
Yeah.
understand because you can't actually see the
Yeah, it
words
gets
and
kind of
kind of
uncomfortable
how
too.
it's
Someone's
put.
like looking at you while you're reading.
yeah.
So it's better to have two things to focus on besides just your face, and also they're not just focusing on the story as well, they're focusing on you.
All right, girls. Thank you very much. I'm going to stop it.